Happy New Year, guys. This is J&R Contracting, and I hope you guys' New Year's have been well. I know H.E.C. Diecast, if you're watching, I know you're planning on buying a model. There are a couple of flaws, though, that I'm going to mention, just so you know. That way you don't get a little upset if something is wrong. So let's start with the tracks. On this model, the tracks are easy to come off on one side, on mine. I literally just pulled that out. That's because there's a little bit of too much linkage, and I just pulled the other one off. There's a little too much of linkage here. Especially in this model, I could literally just take them off. That's not going to subtract from the model in case you're doing like some kind of dial where you need it in a workshop or in something like that. But I just wanted to start there. However, they are easily get back on if you know how to do it right. The tracks are free rolling, obviously, because they're loose, but that's not gonna subtract any kind of no kind of problem. But the tracks do roll on a rough surface very well, and then on a smooth surface they do roll relatively well. There is no spring tension. They are not spring loaded. But that's pretty much one of the only flaws. So going on with the review, the rest of it looks very nice. That's why I would recommend this. You can see that the hood does open, revealing a nice detailed engine in there. If you can see that, it's very detailed. I'll move this back. Going to the back, you can see the nice logo of DEERE and the backup camera, which is nice. It's casted in with the model, so it's painted, but it does look nice. You can also see the nice little details on the grill, or not the grill, the hood and stuff. There's not all etched through. It's sort of etched. I like the counterweight. That's probably my favorite part of the model. So moving on to this side, you can see the more of a surface with decals, and it's a little etched. It's not all the way through again. Nice crisp decal. You can see that. The handrail's nice. I think it may be a little big for the model, but other than that, it's well. There's a mirror. It's painted gray. Nothing too special about that. On the other side, you can see the handrail again. It's a plastic, but it's a sturdier plastic with the mirror, which is the same thing. It's just painted silver, or not silver, they're painted gray. More etching, more decals and stuff that are nice. On the top, you can see the air cleaner, air intake, fuel, what's it called? Fuel holes where you fuel up and stuff. Non-slip surface, which is etched, but yet it's also painted. Non-slip textures on the steps too. You can see the steps. Right there. The cab itself, I don't know if I mentioned this, it's very detailed. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this light, but you do have joysticks, your seat, and then pedals. You're not going to be able to see there. So now going to the stick and boom. This model has nice hydraulic lines going up the boom, down into the side, down here. And the nice feature is it functions with the extra hydraulic here for if you wanted a hammer or any other kind of tool that'll use this extra part there. cylinders are stiff enough to hold any pose. I'm gonna get that set. That is nice right there. That is a nice pose for this. I like the decal there. I wish they would have painted the rivets though. But moving on, that's the furthest out the stick cylinder will go. That is not very bad, but it's okay. If you check out Outback Custom Models, he's done a couple, I believe, where he's cut the silver part of the cylinder and it'll go in all the way. That's okay with mine because I'm not that good at that kind of stuff. That digging depth, believe it or not, that's your digging depth, which is not all that well. Here's your digging depth. I'm not kidding when that's your digging depth, which is not really good for this model, but I can live with that because it's more of a display piece. However, the cylinder for the stick, sorry, that's my neighbors doing firecrackers. But anyway, there's cylinders here. The cylinder folds in very nicely. The bucket curls in that far, and the bucket will curl out that far, and it does make a nice transport load. You can see that. It does make a nice transport. Oops. There's your transport. So there's that. Going back to the cab, there are lights, if you can see that. They are painted, which I think gives it an advantage to some of the issues with the model. I like the lights. That's another reason why I purchased it, because I liked how the lights were on it. And that going to the other side, basic, you got your doors. They don't open on this, but that's about it. So underneath it, it's basic. You get all your information and model number and stuff like that. So there it is, guys. Oopsies. There we go. So I'm renovating, or not renovating, I'm moving models around. If you've seen in my model collection updates, I've had it all on one shelf, but because I got these 3 models for Christmas, the 140H, the 2950 and this model, I need to move some stuff around. So now that my my things, Christmas tree's down, my room, that stuff's done. There's the fireworks going off again, but there it is. So that'll be it. I may do a collection update again, but that's pretty much it for this review. So don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.